Hello, everybody. Thank you for coming in today. Astro gravitational report again, and here is that sometimes when we look at some charts, there is a certain configurations they happen at certain times. They're important, and today we are going to have this. I've been talking about in the past few days, talking about this divine aspects, which is his Saturn right here. And we're also talking about this moon that is going to be coming into Libra. And from that moon, it's going to go straightly within the union that is between Jupiter and the North Node. Importance of this is that is a can lead to so many things. Okay, one of the things is you are completing something old. You are completing a soul contract. You're completing a karma. It could be a family karma. You are completing something within yourself that is actually clearing the path of the future. This is the moment that you probably today you want to go through something, case, situations, talks, communications, learning, self-investigation, whatever that might be. You're gonna be seeing it this like you want something to end from within you for a better future. But how do you do it? How? You understand you're living here and now in the present moment and you're focused towards the future, and the triggers from the past they're gonna comes in to triggers you. Something is gonna be triggering you within you. Okay, so look at in those energies today. I want you to find out what it is, the things that you feel like ending within you. Maybe old understandings, maybe old situations, leaving the things for them. What is going to lead you down is that inner peace. That is it. What gonna be? Keep talking about this inner peace, but hopefully more people gonna get into those vibes. So without further overdue, I'm gonna say that people recognize the people there. Hi, Christine. Thank you for coming in. Yeah, just leave right now. There's twin flame energies in there. Uh, and thank you, Joss, for that you are sharing actually with us. It's good to expressing yourself in there. Just try not to overdo it, don't boast and the stuff. So it's good that you're sharing. Actually, you should be sharing it. So, talking about the astro gravitational report, you are gonna feel these energies very specific. It's about almost 9 o'clock in the afternoon. That is going to be the inner work you are going to be looking at of this soul contract, revelations, and so on. This energy can also establish a new soul contract because that energy is primarily connecting into the current north node. The current north node is what coming towards you. But when I look at it, that the moon is going to be into Libra, that is a where that is a the relationships, that is a connections with the divine soul contracts. It's also there. They're not signing in a place. Your personal understandings about the valuations within yourself, about anything within a partnership, even in a partnership between your mind and your soul and your spirit within yourself. Okay, so all this is there. So today the energies can be a very mysterious, they're going to be a very powerful, but at the same time they're going to be gentle from within you. So before you reach into that 9 o'clock energy, we're going to see this energies that comes in. So I'm going to move you on a site right now, and I'm going to begin the day starting at 7 o'clock in the morning. All right, this 6, 5, okay. All right. All right. So What is it going on at 7 o'clock in the morning? 7 o'clock in the morning, the focus is going to be on Saturn. Saturn, it is divine energies with Mars. Ascendant in 29 degrees is divine energies with Pluto. Divine transformations. That guy is going to be the ascendant is at 29 degrees of Gemini. There is a these beautiful divine energies with Pluto, who is still in Aquarius. So we're still reevaluating everything that goes on. The thing is gonna get a little bit. Nobody wants to go back in life. Nobody wants to review things in life. Nobody wants to review the past situation, past relationships. Nobody wants to redo the work. And it may feel like you have to redo certain transformations from within you. But if you look at it, you also have new learnings that you learn from the mistakes. It makes it better. You did that. Congratulations. You upgraded yourself. And now this upgrade is asking you to really stepping into your own powers. It's just stepping in within this to understand this energies that's going on right now. Midheaven, it's 6 degrees, 8 minutes. Saturn is at 6 degrees, 54 minutes. They're both in Pisces. That is the mysteries in there. But if you look at it, that exactly point within Pisces is directly in sextile with the North Node and Jupiter. The karmic situations are correlated. Saturn is the karmic ruler. He is like, you know what? I saw what you did and nobody knew. I'm going to delivering things for you. I know what you did. I know how much you messed. So now you have to do double the work. One time to fix it, and next time you to help somebody else to fix it. So this is gonna be this kind of like a karma situation. Some of you maybe gonna look into this karma. You maybe gonna be waking up with learning about the karmas from within you. So talking about 8 o'clock, midheaven is going to be at 22 degrees of Pisces. There is a directly trine together with Neptune towards Venus. Ascendant is in Cancer. Family, you need to understand family. It's not only, I stated this before, it's not only a personal family. It's not only the family you have with your parents. It's not the family that you built within. We are all family here on Earth. Okay, so it's all depending of what your journey is, with who it's connecting to it. You're going to feel this beautiful, beautiful power of love within yourself. That is going to be a very powerful feelings because they are both in even ascendant. That is your visions and Venus. They are both in Cancer, which is the cardinal emotions of family. Okay, this is your primary is your primary emotions in there. But the midheaven in Neptune there is in Pisces. That is a after you learn the whole circle of life, which is that's what astrology is, you end up into there, into the end. Are you gonna take the wisdom or are you gonna take the knowledge and try to control what's gonna happen in the next cycle? So some of you is going to get the wisdom, some of you is going to get the control. What you're going to take, that is your personal will. It's your choice from within yourself. So talking about later on at 9 o'clock, midheaven is going to be at 8 degrees of Aries. There's going to be a very beautiful sextile with the sun within the authority. You're going to be working on taking a leading charge of yourself. You're the one who is responsible for everything, for the choices, for the actions, for the emotions, for everything that you are dealing from within yourself. But that is going to be opposing the moon. Is like, well, I want to get the goodies, but I don't want to be doing this work. And the intuition is like, no, you have to find different route. How do you find different route? The moon is in beautiful trine begins with the sun. Right now, the authority and the intuitions, they're coming and working together for that beautiful relationships that's going to be connecting within the divine. This is a preparations for some of you about this karmic situations. For some of you, this could be a preparations for a union. For some of you, this is going to be what the divine has for you. This could be a sudden luck, sudden winning of lottery. This could be a sudden luck, somebody donates your money. This could be a sudden luck that some of your family finally decide not to have these fights about real estate, and they decide, you know what, this is the person who needs it, and we're all going to put our differences aside. We're going to give the ownership to this family member, because Venus is in Cancer right now, and right now the current Jupiter and the North Node, they're both in Taurus, talking about real estate, money, and finances situations. So all this, it's going to be coming into you guys today. You may not going to receive it right away, but today is the decision energy time that it comes in. It's going to come to you. So talking about this later on at 10 o'clock, the ascendant is going to be with Aries, with Mars there. The midheaven is going to be on Aries 24 degrees. That is going to be squaring Venus. Is going to be also putting pressures in Mars as well within there. Mars is in double energies, because since the ascendant is together with Mars, those are the 2 points that you see these divine energies. You're going to have the choices, either divine energies or everything else is going to crash. Kind of like you don't have a choice, but you do have choices. You have a choices that you can take that authority. You can find out your intuitions, how to work. You can go ahead and work with the feminine energies through the moon, and that can take you a flight. In the flight in the bottom is controlling by Pluto. So talking about all those energies that are going in and mix it up for it, you're going to be seeing all these energies. You're going to feel that emotions. You're going to be going through it. But some of the people, because this is a midheaven in Aries, it is squaring Pluto, still don't want to change, still fighting, still something is not good, something is not correct. Well, divine is what you need, because divine knows how to make it correct. Now your knowledge, and some of the people can go back in there within the knowledge and trying to force things, trying to pushing things. No, you can't. It is the beauty when it happens divine way. So at 11 o'clock, midheaven, it's going to be 10 degrees. It's going to be very close into Mercury at that point. Mercury, it's squaring Mars. Careful with the communications. Really. Right now, you have to be very, because maybe some touching situations, maybe touching issues, maybe so on and so on. For it, the ascendant is at 19 degrees of Leo. It's also putting a square towards all this, adding additional pressure. You're like, there is a lot of pressure. It's coming in there. What you're missing to see is the divine energies. Okay. And to see that this is a beautiful, beautiful trine that begins now within the moon, with Pluto and the sun. Both authority intuitions are preparing for transformations. This is a preparations. What happened to you a few months back when I'm talking about 4 or 5 months back, when Pluto was there, when he was entering Aquarius? Now that preparations is telling you that you have to go back and look at it. That preparations was for the divine purposes. Some of you is going to be looking at that energies in there, because exactly that trine right now that is there is going to be very powerful, very, very powerful, because this is a between the moon in Libra, Pluto in Aquarius, and the sun in Gemini. This is in the air. You're going to feeling the vibes. You're going to feel the vibes of all this. So later on at 12 o'clock, midheaven, it's going to be at 25 degrees in Taurus, dealing with material situations. On that point, it's also going to try the moon and Pluto. You might be what I'm going to do about the material situations. You're going to get a new ideas. You're going to get the new situations. You may be closing some of the things out. You kind of like, you know what? I'm going to be getting in this and I'm going to do what I have to do. You're going to be looking at the inside of you because midheaven at 25 degrees of Taurus, it is a beautiful trine with the moon and is a beautiful trine with Pluto. Adding into the trine that is in between the moon, the sun, and Pluto, that is a brings more positive energies. At the same time, the ascendant is at 0 degrees of Virgo. There is a divine energies with the 0 degrees Pluto in Aquarius. Again, these divine energies, they begin to kick in. Hey, Lisa, thank you for coming in. Glad to see you here. And talking about 1 o'clock midheaven, it's going to be with the sun. Now, this is going to be the moment you taking that authority to look from within yourself, really deep to look within yourself and the relationship with your intuition. This could be the relationship with you and your counterpart. This could be the relationship between the mother father figure from within yourself about fixing these karmic situations. Okay, because the moon, it is in divine energies with the North Node in Jupiter. That's the growth, the maturity of the growth that comes in into the earth. Beautiful, very beautiful aspects at this time. The ascendant is at 12 degrees of Virgo. Beautiful trines with Mercury and Uranus there. The divine messages, the sudden changes for our messages, they are coming in. You're going to see them. That's what the preview is. But in you, it's kind of like a projections. It's like you see what's going on around you, but there is another screen all of a sudden, and you see within your internal visions what is really. And some of you is going to get a really good idea of what they need to achieve. Maybe some of you is going to get the preview on the beginning of this hour of 2 till 3 o'clock. You're going to see the preview of your soul contract or ending on soul contract or getting into this divine connections within, getting into all these positive energies out there that the divine is giving you. Maybe you're going to feel strange energies that you never felt before. This could be angelic energies from the angelic realms. This could be something for it, but it's going to be supporting from the divine on these situations. If you feel bad, if you look at a bad situations, if you something goes wrong in there, look at your own actions during this time. But actions that you did in the past, did you get something back because you did something? Okay, always look at it the both ways. But you're gonna find out that the troubles, the situations, they lead you to one thing: self-improvement and evolution from within your spirit, within your soul, for a better future on earth for everyone. So at 3 o'clock, exactly that energy is going to be passing within the moon in Libra. Ascendant is at 6 degrees right now. There is this divine energies with Saturn that comes in. You're going to see it. This preview is going to be given it to you between 2 and 3 o'clock. For those who are like to be exactly into this energy, that is going to be 250, 252, 253, somewhere out there, because at 252 it begins to kick in. Okay, this is going to be like a very short amount of time for it, talking about 15-20 minutes, but that's all you need. This is the download, this is the preview, and remember that those energies, you are going to deal with them at 9 o'clock. So I need to change this here. There you go. So at 4 o'clock, the ascendant goes at 18 degrees of Libra. There is a divine energies with Uranus in there. Sudden changes are in order. Are you going to be restricting the changes? or you're gonna flow with the changes? Yeah, decisions times or visions times. Be mindful because the ascendant, it only gives you the visions. It's not actually the inner work that you're going to do. The inner work right now is focused exactly with Venus in Cancer. The best route to go with all this energy is because Venus is sextile with Uranus, and Uranus give you the divine visions. But at the same time, if you see the divine visions within you and you look at it with love and you create these sudden changes the universe has for you, you will understand what it is, the power within your soul, within your spirit, from within you. This is a very powerful times right now, guys. Very good, very powerful. Um, oh, hi, CC. Thinking about you. Energy feels like closing time. Me not like these feelings. Good morning. Yes, some people don't like these feelings. Some people feel like the karma is upon them and everything is going to burn and crash. Let me tell you, if there is going to be a burn and crash, after the burn and crash, there's going to be built a brand new castle. Clearing karma. Always look at it the both ways, the positive side. Don't, I see a lot of people, they looking at into the negative things, they put more energies into the negative things and they begin to put pictures in those negative things. And some of the things are, yeah, for. And Lisa says, morning to the CC. I feel resistance. Yes, there is a resistance. And CC, the resistance comes in of the wrong understandings about love, the wrong understanding and lack of transformations. Both Venus and Mars, they're opposing Pluto. They're both. This is going to be a people who are resisting the love, people who are resisting the divine, people who are not going with the flow. What are they getting? Lack of transformation. It stays in the mud and waiting somebody to get them out of the mud. Like somebody really have to go on in there for. So look at that. That you're totally correct. That resistance there is there. And you're going to feel it, the both feminine and masculine energies, which is particularly right now at 4 o'clock. That is a divine, what's going to divine feminine. They are going to feel it. At 5 o'clock, there's going to be the divine masculine. But if you look inside of you, you get them both. The one who you are, and the other you have understandings for it. So you have the understanding for it, the wisdom for it, so you can understand should I apply it or not. Or this gonna help me to learn how to cooperate with the divine masculine, because when divine masculine says something is like this, why I cannot stamping into these divine masculine energies and see the point of view that I'm missing as a feminine? Why I have to argue instead of cooperate? That's what divine partners are. They stepping in each other shoes. Divine feminine steps in the divine masculine shoes, is like, oh, sorry, I didn't see that. And the divine masculine steps in the divine feminine, is like, oh, you know, hey, I'm sorry, I didn't see this because I don't have the intuition. I see your point of view. Now both really get that internal view within themselves and they look at it, the situations. But most of the time, what happens? The masculine, it's like, I'm not feminine. I'm not using this feminine energy. What are you talking about here? I'm the man in the house. It's gonna be my role. And the feminine is like, okay, whatever you think. I know where this is gonna lead, and it's not gonna be good. Resistance. There you go. There you go, CC. Actually, you feel this. You feel this resistance in there. But the people who actually go through that resistance, and I'm going to explain right now through the chart how this resistance is solved. So exactly at 4 o'clock p.m. midheaven with Venus, that is a sextile with Uranus, and there's gonna be this sudden aha moment. It's like, you know what? Okay, masculine. How about you and I? How about you and I go for a coffee? Let's talk. Let's have these communications. Let's see what this is. Okay. Forget about the dishes. Forget about the laundry. Forget about that you have to clean up the floor. Forget about just that's not important. It's important your conflict, your resistance inside of you to be overcome. And it's going to be overcome. First of all, it's going to be overcome with Uranus, you making up your certain changes within that. But then it's going to be triggered and it's going to be solved through Neptune because Neptune is both, which is the visions, the mystery visions from within. It's both connecting to Venus and Mars in a very synchronized aspects. This is trine, where the energy of the flow it goes properly. Okay. And Neptune is connecting to Pluto, which is that is the point of resistance. So instead of having this resistance of direct oppositions in there, okay, because Venus and Mars are right here and Pluto is right here, what's happening is that both Venus and Mars goes to Neptune and Neptune goes into Pluto. And there is no resistance there. The electricity goes off the path of less resistance. The energies flow through the path of less resistance. Only thing is, are you really resisting within this? Are you really? If you look at it, the ascendant it helps with the divine energies of Uranus that is sextiling with Venus. That is at this current moment, the feminine energies needs to see. They need to see this divine help. It's coming because Mars, he's learning the divine energies right now with Saturn. He's like, okay, I will agree with the divine feminine. Let's see what's going to happen. Let me take this approach, me to be a more back it up, not to be like, I don't want to talk about it. We don't have to talk about this. We don't have to get into this. That is also the resistance of the divine masculine energies. Okay. Maybe the both when they talk about it, there's going to be these issues they are going to be digging in. But those are issues of probably could be of childhood. Maybe those are going to be issues of parents. Maybe those are the issues within the past relationships before that. So many triggers that could be in there. So we'll look at it inside of you is yes, this is what is going to be for it. Lisa definitely felt it for. Yeah, you are going to feel it about this. Definitely going to feel it. So talking about 5 o'clock and 5 o'clock, who's going to feel it? The masculine energies, it's going to be feeling it, but at the same time is a divine order. Okay. The moon, it's got these divine energies with Jupiter in the North Node. Whatever it's destined, it's destined. But divine masculine have the power within them. Make it or break it. Did you break it before? What did you do as a divine masculine? How did that end up? You are feminine, but you use a divine masculine energies and fight with your male counterpart. How did that go? Let me guess. Tower moments, crash. So Saturn, it's a 0 degrees of Scorpio. It is in square with Mars, which is kind of like this desire to need to lead a ride, need to lead all this, and so on and so on. But the Ascendant is the divine energies with Neptune, the visions that it's coming up to you. It is about, hey, Mars and Venus, you see these divine energies there? You guys have to have the same visions about life. Stop fighting with this. Saturn in the divine energies with Mars, it tells Mars, hey, knucklehead, what are you doing? You want more karma to create, more all situations to getting there, uh, and so on. And yeah, you're gonna be looking at in there. CC, actually, that's a good topic. And the answer is yes. And I will say what this is. Uh, okay. I'm writing it down. Does a wounded soul exist? Actually, this is a very advanced topic. But CC, thank you. You're not the only one. You're not the only one, CC. But now, today is gonna be chance for some of you to heal exactly this, because this is the relationships with the divine. I can talk about how the divine comes in to heal your soul, but you have to zip up the mind, because the soul is connecting into your spirit. Usually that, since CC open up these questions now, I'm gonna be just giving you a little heads up about the today's talk, about this, what CC wants. When you allow someone to come into your soul, you actually allow them to getting into your internal world. And if they are pretending, they are, using the energy not in a proper way, and they're aggravated at you and they're mad at you and so on and so on, they're actually destroying that internal world within yourself, which is you calling soul. The only way this to be fixed is when the divine interfere through your spirit to tell you, okay, you can rebuild it, you can do everything, and when you're ready, I will tell you how it's done properly. Okay. So there is a way of the divine heals you that. That part of healing within yourself is you not to give up on you, but you to look it up for the divine to help you. But we'll talk about more about this in the main channel today. All right, guys. So talking about this moment, this could be actually one of the masculine can really either heal these energies, or actually they can there make more damage either to their internal world within themselves, which is causing dark night of the soul, or this could be at the moments of growing up, mature in a divine masculine positions, overcoming the most kind of like a hard obstacles in there, and change, transform, growth. So talking about this energy of 6 o'clock, midheaven is going to be at Leo. That is going to be really putting up pressures towards the north node. Is going to be putting up pressures towards Mercury, towards Uranus in there. This is going to be intense energy because ascendant, it's opposing the north node there. It's kind of like the dark side tries to prevent the divine powers, but the divine powers in there are in control, not you. And if you people standing against the divine order, the divine situations, or you're not doing anything, divine has a way to find and give you a message. Remember, if you don't listen your soul, divine comes in and makes a roar. But you don't want to get to that point. Because when it comes to roar, you cannot do anything else except what the divine has for you. Because you sign a soul contract. And some of you is going to be reminding about soul contracts you sign off. Or if the soul contracts, they are not fulfilled, and they cannot be fulfilled, they cannot be getting in there. There, the divine has the right to turn them into karma, or to turn them into dissolving state when the things are into the divine order. Those soul contracts in the hands of divine. You cannot change anything. All your actions was. So, talking about these energies right now, they're going to be very intense at this moment, because you're going to feel the pressure in there. You're going to feel the pressures. But if you going in against the divine, this could be a huge trigger of the dark night of the soul. Okay. But at the same time, if you're accepting the divines, what it does to you, if you need to heal, if you need to getting into this, the divine is going to be helping you. Because guess what? The mother is there to bring a balance, the cosmic mother. If you are a fan of the Matrix, that is the Oracle. The Oracle, it is divine, the feminine mother of the Matrix. So she brings balance, but she gives and fits informations to Neo. So if you're in the point of Neo, is like, Oracle, why'd you not tell me that I was the one? And she told him, why? If I have told you that you are the one, would you believe it at that time? And that's what this is the moment. Divine is going to tell you, maybe you're the one for certain reasons, certain situations within yourself. Are you going to believe it to the divine? It's a beautiful energies, guys. So, talking about that, 7 o'clock, midheaven goes to a Virgo at 6 degrees 39 minutes. There is a beautiful trines with the North Node into Jupiter. You're gonna get that healing energies. You understand this is for healing purposes. You want to be getting into these energies. At this time, the moon right now, it begins to have the divine energies with Saturn. Saturn has this power right now with everything, pretty much. He is actually in taking control together with the biggest planets, which is Pluto, Neptune, and Uranus there, all supporting everything inside, as long you don't have resistance in there. The collective will have a resistance. Nobody likes when the divine comes in and knocks down in a door and it's like, hi, we are from the divine police order here. We're going to ask you some questions and ask you for accountabilities about this. And like, oh, shoot. Right. But it's the same time that it's going to be a, hey, we are the divine here. We came here to help. We saw what you did right there. Okay. Don't resist either the one, either the other. Okay. Just let the go. Let the things go. Because Mars is in divine energies with Saturn, Saturn's divine energies with the moon, and the moon is in divine energies with Jupiter and the North Node. That's where the growth is. Be careful with your actions. Be careful with the things. And be wise. Listen to your soul, listen to your spirit during these times, beginning now. So, talking about 8 o'clock midheaven is going to be at approaching the moon. You're going to feel these energies more and more, getting into the power in there. Now, there's going to be some, even the divine energies is going to be increased. What I mean by that is that the ascendant at 5 degrees of Sag is going to be and divine energies with Jupiter and the North Node. So here what we have as a configurations, you see the divine expressions. They're going into the North Node in Jupiter. They're telling you what is the purpose of all this. What is the energies of all this? The same divine energies continue as the divine. It goes into the moon, which is your intuition. Hopefully, you learn how to use your divine intuitions from within yourself, encoding yourself with the intuitions of the ego. It tells you, I can use this for my own purpose. You're here to serve divine primary. Then that energy of the moon that it goes down into Saturn, who is the teacher. And the teacher sends that energies into the masculine powers inside of you to man up, you to grow up, you to own up. and that energy from Mars goes into Neptune. Neptune is connecting to Venus. So both Venus and Mars have the same visions about this. And Neptune is entwined with that descendant that is beginning to start that. You're going to find divine expressions maybe in movies, talks, communications, expressions, books, music, if you liked. During this time at 8 o'clock in the afternoon, you're going to be feeling those energies. Okay. So here it's coming in at 9 o'clock. The midheaven, it's together with the moon in there. The ascendant actually is in divine energies again with Uranus. There is the sudden changes comes in, and those sudden changes are coming with Venus. Okay, now it's really understanding why the feminine had to step it up on the previous hours to do this. Okay, so the midheaven and the moon has only one negative aspect, and that is it with Neptune. Those are the people who are blind to see. Those are the people who are not awakened. Can you wake them up? No. Is your responsibility to wake them up? No. Whose responsibility is themselves to look into the divine and then the divine to respond to that awakening. That's it. But you're not. But everything else, without union of the internal work and the moon during these divine energies, is beautiful. What is it going on? The moon and the midheaven, okay, they're beautifully entwined with Pluto. Pluto is a trine with the ascendant, with the sun, and the sun is entwined with the moon and the midheaven. We're talking about masculine and feminine primary energy. This is like the father mother figure coming together. This is like the oracle architects comes together to create a totally brand new world. This is we're talking about from within yourself, your archetype of this father and mother figure to begin to work within for a very beautiful divine purpose in there. That energies of the midheaven and the moon, they're in sextile with Lilith and Mars. And that energies there with the divine energies aspects with Saturn and the North Node in Jupiter, they're fully in effect. Right now, you're feeling that work. You're feeling what the divine work you have to do. You're feeling this energy, this message that comes from Uranus that is giving you this soul contract right there. Either gonna end and they're gonna say, you know what, it's fulfilled, it's done, congratulations. Or they're gonna say, you know what, here's this soul contract for you. You gotta fulfill it within this. This is the clauses, this is what we agree, this is what happens in there. You're going to see it. For some of you, that's going to be a relief. For some of you, that's going to be a new stage you have to go through it. Whatever that might be for you. You know yourself, your personal situations, and so on. But again, do not resist. Let it flow. So here is at 10 o'clock, midheaven goes at 10 degrees, at 25 degrees of Libra. That is a beautiful divine energies with Neptune. Now that divine energies are coming, it gives the visions to both Venus and Mars and Pluto. You're accepting it. Is the truth. If you are awakened, if you are getting into the right things, you're going to understand these situations. You're going to understand what you've been going through. The midheaven, though, it is a square with Venus, is a square with Pluto. In there, it's in oppositions with the North Node and Uranus. You kind of like don't like it. For the people who, it's like, it's a payback time with these situations that it comes in a base of your past. People that is not going to be liking it. But the people who does the work within themselves, they are going to be getting the happiness from within that is in Libra. That is what? Love. Libra represents the love in the whole days. Libra is the only one zodiac sign that is not connecting with this situations of human or animal things. They're not connecting. All the rest of the zodiac signs, they're dealing with either human part or an animal situations. Just go through around the zodiac signs, you're gonna get things. Why the divine choose it to put Libra in the divine soul contracts when it comes to a judgment day or however you want to call it. But this is your self accountability from within you. And we're talking about at 11 o'clock. That energy can be, yeah, if you don't agree with the situations, midheaven at 10 degrees of Scorpio, that is going to be opposing North Node, Mercury, and Uranus in there. That is going to be squaring Mars and Lilith at the same time. Some people are not happy with the previous scene situations and so on and so on. And like, but the people who did the right work. Midheaven is a trine with Saturn, and Saturn is right now divine energies with Mars. Karmic lessons are learned, and things are in divine order. You get into that positions, that's going to lead you to that inner peace, and also it's going to take you to this purge. I know nobody likes the purges lately these days, but it is what it is. It is what that is. Exactly. So that's what it was, the astro gravitational report, guys. And if you have so many questions, now I can be ready for you and answer it for you. Hopefully, you guys liking it. All this. And today at the main channel, you guys guessing it. Does a wounded soul exist? And we're going to be talking about how to heal. CC. Actually, CC, thank you. That was very good. I like that. Journey 555, thank you for coming in. Actually, I don't know if I recognize you for coming into the channel. Yes, as a Virgo rising, I also feel crashed. Virgo's got the healing powers at some point. You have to look within your ascendant, Journey 555, in there. Because right now with that transitions of the Virgo towards Libra, okay, if you look at the zodiac signs in there, if you're born Aries, you have to learn to evolve into Taurus. If you are a Taurus, you have to learn how to be a Gemini. If you're a Gemini, you have to learn how to be a Cancer. It's all depends for it. And 555, what is your zodiac sign mainly in there? So if your ascendant is a Virgo, that's mean your primary visions of life. It's healing, either self-healing from within or healing others. But that way, you're also healing yourself. So if you're Gemini, oh, that's mean happy birthday pretty soon to you, or it was already happy birthday. Okay. We are talking about that if you have between the well, actually, this could be um, kind of like an intense situation, especially if there is a square between your sun and your ascendant in there. For and oh, so you're born in the cusp if you're on the 22nd in there. So if that is a squaring with this could be harsh for you, and especially if you have something into Sag in there, or talking about Pisces. Maybe there is a could be a complications within all this. Maybe you are the wounded empath. What I'm talking about, the wounded empath personality That is a, you know what, I'm going, I'm healing these people, and I helping them, I taking their pain from them, and I do all this, and what the hell I'm getting in myself? Why I feel so bad? You took a garbage that was not yours, first of all, and you try to help someone who actually was looking for someone like you to help them out. And by doing it this, you actually hurt yourself. This is what the wounded empath. And then you have to learn how to heal yourself in these situations. While the right empath is like, okay, let me see what's going on here. Let me scan you. Let me look. Oh, well, I think that you should do this within yourself for it. I mean, you're expecting an external soul to external help to solve your problems. You actually don't need external help. You need someone to look within you and tell you the truth because you're refusing to tell your truth from within yourself. Bang. You not getting their pain. You're not getting their energy. You're not taking their luggage out of it. You just give them a point within you. So this is what probably Journey 555 you need to look for it. If you need help, I can do the Astro personal Astro gravitational report for you. And if you don't know how to find me on the Facebook. Okay, and I can see what I can help you with. Okay, so all right, find me in there. Write me a message and see what it is. Born is our destiny. Yeah, burn, baby, burn. But looking into this is set yourself on fire. And once you fire, soul is on fire. Things are going forward. Because when the divine comes in and sets your soul on fire, especially with these divine energies that are coming in today, CC, yeah, all I ask for the people is just stay put and let the divine does it works. Okay, this is like a time for rewards, time for things, time for this, so on and so on. Let it be. Whatever it's meant to be, let it be. You should be trust, surrender, and let it go. By now, with me talking about trust, surrender, and let go, by now you should better be within. Tired of rebirthing. Oh, see, there is a one thing that I have to even, we're talking about here for it. And I'm so blessed to have a great divine partner that I don't know what to say. Sometimes I have no words for it. And actually, today I'm gonna go. As soon as I finish this here, I'm gonna go to the church, and I'm gonna be thank God about this. But we're talking about that sometimes you are not tired. You are not. You actually are exhausted from the journey. Make the difference within this. Allow yourself to be taking a break, step back within, look at watching yourself, and so on. Because the exhaustion it is that you arrived at the place that you need to arrive. Cece. Oh yeah, I got your antennas. Now you get something there. I know you're laughing. I know you're laughing. Sometimes we don't see things, right? But it's good to have someone to point the things out that you don't see what they see. The truth. All right, guys. If there is no more any questions or any situations, guys, let's share the love and the light here. And I'm going to be seeing you later at the main channel. All right, guys. Time for the chat. I begin to change actually, I'm doing the chat later, because before I was start doing it 4 or 5 o'clock. People in Europe, they are actually at work. Okay, some of the people cannot entering into the chat in there. And when I was looking at that, actually it is good for the people in the States in the morning, uh, into there on this situation. So some people can get up early and watching it, because when it's here 4 o'clock into an afternoon, over there it's too early to get up for some of the people. So it's gonna be 8 o'clock my time, 6, 8, somewhere out there. I'll see what this is gonna be. Okay, so yeah. All right, guys. I'll see you later. Let's share the love and the light.